Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the San Diego State Aztecs taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Aztecs will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kramer. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Leaves it with the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 45. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And fires complete. Turning it on. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Aztecs in the hurry up. Now the play fake. Guys, let's think just for a minute about big picture San Diego State. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week, 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught behind the line. It's Powell. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Back to throw, it's King. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a 1st down.
All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run the toss. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on and they wear this defense down.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Aztecs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Snow. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Makes the grab. It's Woods. On the move at the 30. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the...
Breaks into the open. And the Aztecs will hustle to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Running the red zone. It's Adams. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Chavez. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
The Aztecs are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. trying to get it in. Touchdown, San Diego State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Off-play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to throw, it's King. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on first down. He tries to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On third down, he drops to throw. The short hands, it's Craver. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The screen, he's got wheels. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Aztecs want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Working that left side. There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Didn't even come close to getting back to the line. He'll lose 8.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the back. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aztecs.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Craver. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's King. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Going to the running game. Turning it on! He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Craver.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Coates. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
And That's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Still looking, on the move. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's McClure. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Gets it out fast. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Snow. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think...
Touchdown, San Diego State! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Craver. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He might want another play. To the air, it's King. Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense. Could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Going to take a shot. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You can tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle with Chavez. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Took a shot as he threw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on third down. Looking for the score. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that's why the coach decides to go for it on 4th and goal that close to the goal line. He knows he's got a quarterback, David, that's going to make the right read and the right decision when it matters most.
It's so nice to have that guy that you know is going to stay calm no matter the down. 4th down right there. Obviously trailing, needed a big play. He came through with it. And now, do you put 1 on the board, tie this game, or do you go for 2?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And that one will give them the lead. He just took it the entire length of the field, end-to-end, coast-to-coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He'll start this drive firing. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Quick release by the QB.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's King. Wide open downfield. Open space at the 25. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38.
First and 10.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Snow. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, San Diego State. He found some open found space and turned on the Jets. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Craver. At the 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's busted. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Snow. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's busted. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. This time he's got it.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Aztecs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sliding a little tougher than on that last run. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They'll go to the ground. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? The play-action fake. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They booted away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's McClure. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Aztecs headed quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Unloads to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Going over the top. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Kane. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books.